My name is Shawn Mitchell, and this is my speech about should the Confederate flag be banned from being displayed on public property. My position on this is affirmative. Imagine honoring a history that reflects negativity upon the ground upon which you walk today. The CBS News states, "We can honor our history without celebrating the Confederate flag and all of the dreadful things that it symbolizes." This accurately explains how there are many people who believe the Confederate flag should be banned indefinitely. States should be banned from displaying the Confederate flag on public property. There are numerous reasons why I believe this. One major one being that the Confederate flag is a symbol of racism and hatred. In addition, putting up the Confederate flag goes against the laws of the country. Also, it will constantly remind African Americans of the cruel past that they had in this country. All of these claims are reasons to why the Confederate flag should be banned in order to maintain the vital values of the United States of America. To begin with, the Confederate flag is a symbol of racism and hatred. Since the days of the Civil War, this flag has always reminded people of this country of the dark past that we went through. Even the New York Times stated on June 23rd in 2015 that for decades, images of the Confederacy have been opposed by people who viewed them as painful symbols of slavery, racism, and white dominance, and supported by those who saw them as historical emblems from the Civil War. If the flag resembles these things to people of this country, why will we continue to have it on display? This will not do anything positive for this country, but only bring negative energy towards people on both sides of this argument. This also jeopardizes some key values within our country, one major one being justice, because eliminating the Confederate flag symbolizes moral rightness. In addition to the flag being a symbol of racism and hatred, it also goes against the laws of this country. They have already banned the law of selling any Confederate flags within the country. Therefore, they should not even be displayed. Daily News stated that the bill originally banned all sales of the Confederate flag on state property. This shows how there shouldn't even be Confederate flags out there to begin with. Since they should no longer even be on the market, this flag is morally wrong and goes against the laws of this land. In order to maintain rightness of our country, this flag should be permanently removed and no longer displayed anywhere. Lastly, this flag will constantly remind African Americans of the cruel past they had in this country. Every time an African American looks at this flag, they will be reminded of the days of slavery. How are we supposed to continue to move forward in a positive way as a country if we allow negative images of our country's past to be waved proudly? In order to continue to grow as a country, we have to shine more light on the positive images of our country's past in order to have a bright and positive future. In conclusion, we need to come together as a country and make the best decisions for the United States of America as a whole. Nobody's opinion is greater than the well-being of our country. States should be banned from displaying the Confederate flag on public property. I have talked about numerous reasons why I believe this, including that the Confederate flag is a symbol of racism and hatred. In addition, putting up the Confederate flag goes against the laws of the country, and it will constantly remind African Americans of the cruel past that they had in this country. If we continue to allow the Confederate flag to be waved, our country might experience another civil war, which ultimately makes us take steps back as a country. So, in the future, let's continue to move forward. Thank you.